So we dove deep into object-oriented programming, learning how to give our objects attributes, what they are, and the methods, what they can do. But all our programs, from the first real program that we created to our complex contact book, have a big problem. They have amnesia. The moment you close the application, every contact that you added, every piece of data that you created is wiped out, wiped from the memory. Now, to build truly useful applications, we need to give them a permanent memory. So we need to save our data to a file and then read it back later. So this concept is called data persistence. All right. Now, think of your program's memory like the contacts list as a short-term memory. So a file on your computer is like a physical notebook. Just to make the information permanent, you have to actively write it down to get it back later. So you have to open the notebook and read it. So in Python, the safest and the best way to do this is with the append statement. It automatically closes the file for you once you are done, which is very important for preventing data corruption. So when you open a file, you need to tell Python your mode of intention. So we've got R for reading, to read from an existing file. So this is a default, and then W is to write a file. So one warning about W, this will completely erase and override the file if it already exists. And then A is to append, to add new information to the file without erasing what's already there. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly make a directory, and then I'm gonna navigate to the directory, working with files. And then we will just make a file. I forgot to specify it's a py. So we can go something like with open, and then the second argument is the mode, which is W. Alright, now W creates the file if it doesn't exist and overrides it if it does exist. So we must say as a file, and then file dot write, and then you can actually see that it went and created a new file here, a txt file. All right, so now we can read it back by now when we run this creates a file, writes to, appends to, and then reads from the my diary.txt file. So you can see the file upper right in your projects folder. Plain text files are fine for diary, but what about our contacts book data? It's a list of dictionaries that structured data. So a much better format for this is CSV, right? Comma separated values. It's a simple text file that acts as a spreadsheet. So Python has a built-in CSV module to make working with these files incredibly easy. Let's see how we could save and load the list of contacts. So somewhere here we can just import CSV, and then we will have our contact structure, and then now we can save our list of dictionaries to a CSV file. Context.csv. So now the field names becomes the header in the row in our spreadsheet. Field Now we can also load, before we run this, we can also load the data from the CSV file back into the list of dictionaries. So what we can do, we can have loaded contexts. Then we need to loop through it. So the dict writer is perfect for writing a list of dictionaries, and the dict reader automatically reads the CSV into the list of dictionaries for us. So it's just perfect tool for context book. All right, so let's go ahead and run this and then see. And we can see now that we've got a new CSV file, right? And if we look at this file, so first we import the CSV right on top, and then we have contacts to save, and we declare the field's name. Alright, so I should get rid. Oh, there we go. Now we can see this is working fine. Right after we fixed a few things. So let's go ahead and have a look here. So we can see our contacts. I should then I have something like this. Okay, CSV form or format. Yeah. Alright, now you've learned now how to bridge the gap between your program's temporary memory and your computer's permanent storage. So this is a critical skill, for any real-world developer. Next time we're going to learn how to get data from outside our computer entirely. We'll learn about APIs and how to make our Python programs talk to the internet.